Hey wavies and curlies, this is Stacy from the Frizz Girls, and as you can see, I have sopping wet hair. I just got out of the shower. I have to brush and scrunch out the extra water that is in my hair and then put product in. But before I did that, I wanted to show you another technique that you can use to put waves and curls in your hair. So sometimes you might find that just by using the denim brush or the Bounce Curl brush, you might not have the waves that you want in your hair or curls. And sometimes you might have some wonky pieces. So you can actually help your hair form that. And that is why the end of the Bounce Curl brush is formed almost identical to the old version of the ScrunchIt brush. So this is the original ScrunchIt brush. It is made out of wood, okay? They've upgraded it since I purchased it originally. I think theirs is now out of plastic, I think, or something else, but it's no longer of wood because you can see the paint is peeling, but this one works great. I'm gonna show you how to use the bottom of the ScrunchIt brush as well as the bottom of the Bounce Curl brush, because there's a particular reason why these handles look the way they do as opposed to the denim brush, okay? So with this brush, you actually are gonna grab a section of your hair, okay? So let's just grab a section of my hair. You're going to brush your hair, okay? You're gonna brush underneath, so underhand, okay? You're gonna brush until you reach the ends. You're gonna wrap your hair with about an inch of this end of the brush, and then we're gonna wind it around the handle. I'm gonna show you a few times on the ScrunchIt brush, and then I'll move to the Bounce Curl brush. So you're just gonna brush your hair, okay? See, I have lots of slip, okay? I'm going to start to twist. And see how it's winding around the brush? Kind of like a curling iron, okay? See how it's winding and twisting? Okay, it's forming a curl, coil. All I'm doing is coiling my hair. See that? Okay? You're going to pull downward slowly to release the coil, okay? I'm going to twist and slowly pull down. And you'll notice, minus this wonky piece of hair, my hair is coiled. So if you want to get coils in your hair, you can use the end of the ScrunchIt brush. So I'm going to do it again. So let's just take my hair out. Let's just rebrush it. Okay. Okay. Get the rest of this out of the way. You want to make sure your hair is wet when you do this, okay? If it is not wet, you are going to have massive problems, okay? So just brush it. Turn the brush towards you, okay? You want it to wrap around the brush. As it starts wrapping and catching, okay, turn the brush vertically and keep wrapping and let it wrap. And you're just gonna keep twisting, okay? Keep twisting, keep twisting, keep twisting. And then you're gonna pull slowly, and now your hair has formed a coil, okay? And you're like, oh my God, Stacy, that is amazing, isn't it? Let me show you on the Bounce Curl brush, because it's a little bit wider through here, and the head of the brush is a little bit wider, so it's gonna be a little bit, it may be a little bit challenging if you have shorter hair for that reason, okay? I have longer hair, as you can see, so it'll be easier. So I'm just gonna take the same section, and I'm just going to brush it out, okay? I'm gonna brush, turn the brush, turn the brush, turn, and you can see the coils are starting to form. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Slowly pull it out, and now I have a coil, okay? Let me do this side of my sopping wet hair, okay? Pull this out of the way. Okay. Brush underneath. Brush with tension. Make sure you have slip, okay? See how I'm horizontal? Okay. I'm going to turn the brush vertical. Turn the brush vertically. Twist. Your hair is not going to get caught if it's wet. If it's dry, it is going to get caught. Twist. See how it's twisting around the handle? I know some of you are like, mind blown, had no idea. Yeah, that's why you got to follow me, the Frizz Girl, so you can get these cool ideas that you might not have considered. Because you always probably thought, why is this handle shaped this way? This is why. See the coil forming? Twist, 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 and pull. And look at that, a coil. And then you can gently scrunch the water out. You can gently scrunch the water out. Okay. And then you can dry. I have not put any product in my hair. There's no leave-in in my hair. There's no gel yet. There's no curl cream, no oil, no custard, no mousse, no sea spray. None of that. Literally, this is just shampoo, rice water, and conditioner. That is it on my hair. But as you can see, now I formed a coil. And then as you dry it, you're going to form a coil. And then you can slowly pull the coil apart and get your curl clumps. So that is how you can use the handle of the Bounce Curl Define or Volume Styling brush or the ScrunchIt brush. Again, this is the original ScrunchIt brush that they released probably about 5 years ago, maybe 5, 6 years ago. I don't know how old this brush is, but this was the original ScrunchIt brush. As you can see, everything is like peeling. The new version is all black. I think it's made out of plastic. I'm not 100% certain. And I think the bristles are a little bit different. I know with the new version of the ScrunchIt brush, they have a wider barrel and a more narrow barrel. I like this one, and I'm going to keep this one until it dies on me. So hopefully it never dies, because I like using it for detangling as well as getting curl clumps. So I just took them out, but if I want to do it again, I'm just going to grab my hair, twist towards you, twist vertically, twist, 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 and pull through. Now, my question for you is, why do we not do this on dry hair? Because I know some of you are like, can I do this on dry hair? That's a great question. I got an answer for that. It's found in my book, What the Frizz, How to Take Care of Your Wavy Curly Hair. No dry brushing starring the Frizz Girls. If we are using this brush or this brush on dry hair, do you think you will be able to get an amazing curl coil like this without the brush getting stuck in your hair? Probably not. So it's vital that when you are using either one of these brushes, whether it's the top portion of the brush, the head of the brush, or the handle of the brush, your hair is wet. You do not want to end up like Rachel here and dry brush your hair. And if you do not have a copy of this book, you can always go find it in my TikTok shop, or you can go to my website, www.thefrizzgirls.com, and grab it and get it right now and get it as a gift for someone, since the holidays are right around the corner. So that is just my tip for the day on how to use the handle of the original ScrunchIt brush as well as the handle of the Bounce Curl Define Styling brush. Now, can you use the handle of the denim brush? You can. Oh, excuse all the excess hair in this brush. Excuse all the excesses. You can. It may not give you the same results as you will get from a ScrunchIt brush handle shaped like this, as well as a Bounce Curl handle shaped like this, okay? So you may not get the same results. It's going to depend on your hair texture, your hair type, as well as your length, and if you're wavy or curly. You might find this works great for your curly hair. Go right ahead and use it. But if you're not really sure, or if you've got waves and you want tighter curls and have a coil pattern, just grab a Bounce Curl Define Styling or volumizing brush for the handle, or the ScrunchIt brush. This is, again, the original brush, so they do not have this original. They have the new versions. One's going to be small like this, and one of the barrels is going to be a lot larger, and then you've got the end of the brush like this. So waves and curlies, I hope that helped. Stay tuned. You never know when I'll have more tips for you. Thanks for watching. Bye.